In this session, we are going to discuss about the design of support vector machine, SVM, the design of SVM. So here SVM is a classification and regression model, and it gives the best split of the given data. So the following are the steps involved in designing SVM. So first, data loading, next data pre-processing, next feature selection, next splitting the data into training set and testing set, next model construction, next predicting the test set results, and last but not least visualizing training and testing results. So we will discuss each phase or each step in detail. So the first step is loading the data set or data loading. So here the first step of any machine learning algorithm is to load the data or data set. So for this we use standard Python library pandas. So here for loading the data set, okay, so the statement or the code what we write is pd1, that is nothing but panda, pd is panda, pd1 equal to pd.read underscore csv of dataset.csv. So here we can load the data which is in .csv file or tsv file, tsv. csv is comma separated values, whereas tsv is tab separated values. We can load the data set which is either in the form of .csv or in the form of .tsv. So this is the first step, loading the data into the system. This is the first step. Coming to our second step is data pre-processing. Okay. So data pre-processing means, so if there is any incomplete data or missing values or inconsistent data, so in that situation what we do is we will fill that. So here there are different methods we follow. Sometimes if there are any missing values, what we do is we will fill the missing values by using matching values with an earlier data set. By looking after the earlier values in the data set, we will fill it with some approximate values, or we will fill the missing values by using some most likely value, or sometimes we will use the mean method to fill the missing value. Okay. And if you are unable to fill that, then in that situation what we do is we will eliminate that instance, that complete instance, we will eliminate, or we will simply ignore that. Okay, so sometimes there might be some inconsistent data. Inconsistent data means, for example, if there is a column like date of birth, we have to enter the date. In the date of birth column, we have to enter the date. Instead of entering the date of birth, if we enter any text value, so it is inconsistent data. Suppose if the column is regarding name, okay, if we enter some numeric values, it is inconsistent data. Okay, so we will identify them and we will remove them. Okay, or we will replace them with some suitable values or appropriate values. That is data pre-processing, means improving the quality of the data set. So in the first step we have uploaded or we have loaded the data set. After loading the data set, next what we are doing is we are improving the quality of the data set. Like we will perform data cleaning, data reduction, like that. We have different pre-processing techniques. So we will apply all those pre-processing techniques to improve the quality of the data. That is what we will do here. Okay. Next, our third step is feature selection. Feature selection. So here feature selection is nothing but in a data set. So in the first step we have loaded the data set. In the second step we have performed some pre-processing techniques to improve the quality of the data set. So here feature selection means in the data set we will have n number of features. Suppose if we have 20 features in our data set. So out of those 20 features, only suppose if only 15 features are going to affect the outcome, the remaining 5 features are of no use. In that situation what we do is we will select only those 15 features, because those 15 features are the only features which are going to affect the outcome. Okay, so we are keeping those 15 features and we are ignoring or eliminating the remaining 5 features. So this is feature selection, identifying the features which are going to affect the outcome of the data set. Okay, so those features selection is feature selection. Okay, and next we go for splitting the data into training set and testing set. So normally, the entire data set, suppose in our data set, if our data set consists of 1000 instances or 1000 samples or 800 samples or 1200 samples or 600 samples. So out of them, what we do is 80% of the entire data set is taken for training set, is taken as training, and 20% of the data set is for testing purpose. So here what we do is, out of this 80%, okay, of the training data set we have taken out, this 80% is used for training the model. Okay, then this 20% is for testing, how accurately it is predicting. Okay, based upon this testing, so the accuracy will be calculated. Okay, this is about splitting the data into training set and testing set. And next comes model construction. So in this step, we are going to construct SVM model. So we are going to construct SVM model from skylearn.svm import SVC. So here SVC is nothing but a support vector classifier. Okay, so we have used here the kernel function. It is nothing but linear kernel we have used. So X train, Y train. Okay, this is how the model is constructed. Our next step is predicting the test results. After construction of the model, we have to use our model to predict our results. So Y predict equal to classifier dot predict of X test. So based upon the test in the previous phases or in the previous steps, we have seen the training set and testing set. 80% for training, 20% for testing. Out of those 20% testing, so how accurately it is predicting. Based upon that, we are going to identify the result. So the simple example is, for example, in our home, if we have a kid who is 3 years or 4 years old, what we do is, we will show him some fruits and we will tell him the names. And after that, again we will ask him, what is the name of this fruit? If he says correctly, then okay, out of four times if you ask the question and if he answers 4 times correctly, so his prediction is 100% correct, because we have trained him and we are testing him. Okay, if he says only 2 corrects and 2 wrongs, so his accuracy is only 50%. If he says 3 correct and 1 wrong, his accuracy is 75%. Like that, here also we are testing and we are predicting the result. Okay. So, and last but not least is visualizing training and testing results. So this is the final step, and here what we are going to do is, we are visualizing the training and testing result of our SVM model. Okay, pictorially or graphically we are going to visualize them. Okay, so these are the steps involved in designing SVM. Okay, hope you have understood. Thank you.